Hey guys, I'm going to show you a quick video on how to edit PDFs. Some of the PDFs that we will use are password protected by the creator and owner of the PDFs that I have purchased from. And so you might run into issues on Canvas not being able to export a PDF because it requires a password. So I have two ways that we can edit PDFs. The first is actually going to going through the Canvas app. So using the Canvas app, I will go to our course homepage. Obviously follow our typical protocol of going to the agenda, week 1, and Friday's assignment, we're going to take a look at looking at cells. So looking at cells does have a PDF note sheet that goes along with the PowerPoint. And you will see that up in the top right-hand corner of my iPad, I have that little marker tool that I can actually tap on, and I'm able to write directly into the PDF and then submit it once I am finished. Now, I do know that some of us have that tool grayed out, so I have a workaround for that. And this is also another suggestion if you just want to do it to keep all of your notes in one location, and that's using the Notability app. So before we get started, I want us all to go to Notability, which is the app with the pencil and microphone. And we're going to set our settings so that it automatically saves into Google Drive every time we post something. So the good thing about Notability is it automatically saves, so you don't have to worry about losing data, and you can also access it offline. But you can back up all of your files to be on Google Drive so that you'll always have access to this. So you use in the bottom left corner the gear that's for settings, and then you will tap Auto Backup and you click Google Drive. Now, it is going to require you to sign in, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe after it says backing up. So, we got the backup set up. Now what we're going to do is use the web-based version of Canvas. It's really important that you do not use the app, because if you use the app and it's a password protected PDF, this will not work. You have to use the web-based version. So opening Safari, you start typing in the address LMS, and you'll see it already pre-fills for me. lms.lacklandisd.net. Make sure it stays in the web and does not take you to the app. So here you log in with your network ID or your Active Directory, which is your .net. So that's last name dot first name at lacklandisd.net, and your district provided password. I just put the caps on. Hope I did that right. Okay, looks like I did. Okay, so it's really, really important, like I said, that you make sure you are in the web-based version and not the app. So I'm going to go to our course page, and I'm going to go to Student View just so you see I see exactly what you see. So here's our home page, and you're just going to follow the steps: agenda, week 1, all the way down to Friday, looking at cells. And now when we click on the PDF, instead of editing directly into Canvas, notice I don't have that option now because I'm using the web-based version. I'm going to export it. So you use the square with the arrow going out. I'm going to export it and open in Notability. Remember that Notability has the pencil and the microphone. It's going to ask, do I want to create a new note? I can put it, if I have my subjects set up, I can put it in a specific subject. So we're just going to use Life Science 7 and then import. It's done. Now I go back to Notability, And remember that I put it in Life Science 7, so it could be found under All Notes, Recent Notes, or Life Science 7. So now I have this and I can mark all over it and it automatically saves. The other thing when you're using Notability, you have to do the 2-finger swipe to move the page, because if you just do 1 finger, you're going to end up, if you're on the pencil, you're going to end up marking all over your page. So then you can always export it back into another another program, or you can always go straight to your Google Drive, which going back to Canvas doesn't necessarily matter if you use the app or the web version, but going back into Canvas, you can actually access your Google Drive using the left-hand navigation bar. It will require you to log in. Oh, sorry, I'm in student view, so I'm masquerading. It will require you to log in. Remember that Google is lacklandisd.org, so you want to use the .org for Google and .net for network. But you'll log into Google and it'll be there for you under your file folder Notability. So let me show you what that file folder looks like. I gotta leave student view 1 second. Let me go to leave student view. Okay, back to Google Drive. Google Drive, ignore all my files because y'all have a lot more. Like I said, you do have to sign in and allow it. And you'll have, hopefully not as many folders as I have, but you will have a Notability folder. And this is where you can find your stuff. So if I go to Life Science, it does take a minute to upload or batch, but it'll be found here, and I'll be able to upload that. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Otherwise, have a happy Friday and use this for all PDFs, or use one of these 2 methods. Thanks, guys.